Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of The Dimensionalist. I'm a Dimensionalist, mastering the Ascension process, been through the Ascension process and anchoring chakras, energy centers to access some planes of dimension. I'm here to start my more information on that today, and today I'm going to be talking about the first and second initiation, mainly the first initiation today, and how and why the first initiation is vital to getting to the second initiation, and starting off first how they actually ascend, gain the body of light, love and light, insert, and get to the point of in the long run. But when you see the scope of what I'm explaining, you'll accomplish teleportation, you'll accomplish bilocation, higher state of consciousness, reality manipulation, how and why you can use religions, angel names, demon names, or not even use those names at all. Use Hindu God's name, Egyptian names, how and why words and sounds actually do bend reality, just like I've covered in my other videos. But today, the first initiation, like how I want to go and jump into it, is I got some notes here. I'm going to be reading from it. And now, it says the first initiation deals with the mastery of the densest vehicle, which is the physical body. The physical body is the densest vehicle, is the most solid, lowest frequency on the physical plane, because the physical plane is vibrating as light, vibrating at its lowest frequency. And to pass initiation, you are required to develop mastery over your appetites, your sexual urges, your sleep habits, and you got to direct this towards, and know doing this, direct it towards the self, to God's self, the holiness of the self, and God's plan, and to ascend, because technically you're ascending. You bring the physical body in a higher vibration, and that's holiness, and that's why that's vital. And you got to develop mastery over your appetites and service of the soul, the higher self, so you can able to have the soul merge happen and starting to focus and know dimensionally. Because once you link with your soul and higher self, at that point, you as a physical being can accomplish teleportation. You can bilocate, be in two places at once, and your consciousness step outside your body, view outside your body, and project beams of light, bodies of light, and stuff, and materialize physical forms consciously. Because the soul itself contains all the multidimensional knowledge instantly there, and you'll know, I've experienced directly after waking to Kundalini fasting, service of the soul, and completely releasing myself from material desire. Yeah, and to hold this ideal, to bringing it forward, and to give some balance to it, not instantly just stop what you're doing, but have some moderation for yourself, with sexual urges, your appetites, and things, and to start develop a better, knowing the service for the self and holiness. Not to be completely obsessed, and all the urges of the physical plane and material plane. We have to master material plane for a reason. It's the physical plane for a reason. And that right there will bring you up into the second initiation, and touching base the second initiation. In my next video, I'll be talking about the transition from the second to the third and why that's vital. But the reason why the first initiation brings the second initiation, this gives you help develop mastery of the emotions. You can master those things, then you don't have nothing to trigger your emotions and things. So the second initiation concerns with the mastery over the astral body, also known as the emotional body. The emotional body is your emotions, angry, mad, happy, you need to develop always pertaining to love and light, focus, maintain love and light, and consciously direct yourself there, and also in service of the soul. So keep in mind, the service of the soul is very vital to having mastery of the physical plane, and to start to develop mastery of the physical plane and the second initiation. And know that your desires, mastery of your desires, because your desires is what entangles your emotions. Angry, mad, sexual urges is also what holds people down, and have emotions towards something that holds you down. That's why the first initiation, ready to tackle the second initiation, which is the mastery over the emotional astral body. And it's not perfection, but rather your direct, conscious, and intent towards doing better with your emotions. Not completely master your emotions, but you'll develop an understanding, conscious understanding of your emotions and feelings directed towards love and light. And that's extremely vital. So the material desires begin to be changed into more spiritual, holy desires for the God self, your God self, to God's plan, and the realization of God, and the God self, knowing light and dark. That's where your emotions should lie, between light and dark. There's positive emotions and negative emotions. No way outside of that. Um, as a disciple, you need to avoid as best as possible being a victim of the lower self, material desires, and master your emotions, whatever it may be. I had problems with sexual desires. And I'd go in and let y'all know that. And it took a while to hold in those sexual desires and know that when I was going to accomplish something doing this. And in that, what increased it, God's plan, God, and my God self, knowing that I'm interfacing here, it was going to help in the end and do a lot more for myself by mastering those things. And the emotions. So keep that in mind, keep it in mind, and be the master and the cause directing yourself to mastery of the second initiation. Once you've developed, you think you've got to the first initiation, the second initiation. The first and second initiation are very quick to master, but that doesn't mean one day you start, lust of the flesh and things of that nature in Galatians and the Bible and stuff, and developing material desires again and things. Then you're slowly losing rank. You're slowly going back to the first initiation, to where all people rest is the first initiation. Um, Other than that, I believe it's vital that you get yourself ready for uh, you know the next initiations. But usually the first two initiations are the longest people stay focused at. And I'm currently at the first and second initiations. I can accelerate myself up to the higher initiations instantly, especially since I referenced to them before. But I'm living life now, after doing ascension process and all this other stuff that happened, dealing with secret societies, things, secret government. I have just decided just to live in the first and second initiations right now, and talk about what I've experienced and things, and share my notes. So I do have to say I'm near the first and second initiation now, but I have reached the 12th degree ascension, ascended masters, right under the fucking 13th. I never completed the 13th degree, but I've reached the 13th degree. And right when someone completes the 12th degree, they reach the 13th degree, and the higher dimensions, planes, and their access to their physical body, you lose physical form, and you're all light at that point. And the objective is to gain light and anchor light into your body. That's the point of moderation, holiness, and things of that nature. And the best example I give of that is Jesus Christ's life, and the angels, and versus Satan's kingdom and demons, using how I was brought up Christianity, and to know the 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 reason to be holy, because I always wanted to be a deacon. I wanted to be a faith healer. I want to do these things. If I pray fast, well, I'll be able to cast out demons, because I know that life is dimensionally, third dimensionally. None of that stuff existed. So I'm like, if this stuff exists, I want to experience this stuff. So I got involved with Christianity a lot more, as I was taught it younger, but I didn't really care about it. Like, okay, this is whatever. This is what they do. But knowing the God stuff from a Christian point of view was pretty good. Very, very good for myself. To know the master ascension process. Now I'm the God self, light, dark, can leap up to higher initiations instantly, and it doesn't is a realization process, not to the fact that you have to do those things, because if you can realize you can do these things, it's all the realization there is, and you're instantly get up to the higher dimensions and planes. I wouldn't say I'm not necessarily right now at the first, second initiation. I'm fluctuating to like the first, second, third, fourth, fifth initiations consistently up and down. But like I said, I'm avoiding secret government and things of that nature, avoiding stuff like that, because I got so far teleported by locating, projecting consciousness, and things of that nature. And I was using that stuff to the extent of like life is, this is a playground. I was fucking projecting light like a kid would play with a toy, and I was doing those things. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed another video of the Dimensionalist. Remember, I'm a Dimensionalist. In my next video, I'm going to be covering the third initiation and transition to second initiation to third initiation, and then what it's like to go touch base with the fourth initiation. Other than that, y'all take care. Peace.